Alright, John Oaks here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location, and today we are going to go over this nice 65 Ford Mustang coupe that we have sitting here for you today. Again, you can see this one clearly done in a very nice orange exterior paint job here. The paint nice, smooth and shiny all the way around. All of our bright work on this car, the bumpers, the bumperettes, all of our moldings, emblems, badging, stuff like that, all of that stuff is in really good condition, and we'll just kind of point that out quickly as we work around our car here. As you can see, our Mustang, as I said, 65, it does have the 289 emblems here on the front fenders. That is what is underneath that hood, and we'll get to that here in just a minute. It also has the Mustang badging down here on the back side of the front fenders as well. Now our car here, you can see, is outfitted with the black non-GT stripe down here at the side along the bottom edge of the fenders and the doors and quarters. It also has this very nice black vinyl top here too. Now, as I always go over with these vinyl tops, you always want to kind of feel through the drip rail moldings here, make sure everything's nice and straight here, nice and smooth, which it is, and along the bottom edges here. And again, no bumps or anything there to actually feel nice and smooth the whole way around. As you can see, we've got the bright drip rail moldings here, all the bright work and trim around all of the windows and glass. All of that is in really good shape. You've got a driver's side mirror too, chrome mirror, that's in great shape too. And you can see the gaps on the door here, pretty uniform front to back. Elevations are dead on with the fenders and the quarter panels, and all of the body lines all line up. We also have the bright work down here at the bottom, the trim piece down along the rocker. You also have the inserts back here on the rear quarter panel that are all in great shape. Glass, no breaks, no cracks, no scratches really to see here. It all looks to be in really good shape. So let's go ahead and open up our door. We'll take a look at the interior here next. So as you can see, it's done in the all black interior. So you got your black vinyl bucket seats up front, the bench in the rear, all factory seat belts are in there. It does have an aftermarket center console with the cup holders, which makes things nice. It's got the Rally steering wheel, factory gauges there in the dash with the wood grain trim. The dash pad itself's in great shape. All the upholstery, all the carpeting, no rips, tears, or fading there. It's also got the floor shifter in there, factory heater controls, and you've got the radio in there. That's all factory. Door panels, those are in good shape too. Again, all black. So again, yeah, the interior on this car is in very nice shape here. As I said, all factory instruments, and those do work. We'll close, well, before we close that up, you always look at our weather stripping and seals here around the door and the windows. So the weather stripping here, that looks almost new. It's nice and soft the whole way around. There's no rips or tears in any of it. Your seal down your quarter window here, that's in great shape too. Your UGM seals here, those are in great shape too. Threshold plates, those look great too. Nice and shiny there. Doesn't look to have a mark on it. So again, all that stuff looks really good. We close it up. The door shuts nice and easy too. Again, shuts flush too. It does not hang out at all. And then of course our wheels and tires on this car. Now all four wheels, they are all 14.6 wheels. These are factory chrome steel rally wheels for the Mustang. And then for the tires, we've got BF Goodrich radial TAs the whole way around. All four the same size, 205/70 R14s on this car. Makes, you know, transferring whenever you're doing like tire rotations and so forth like that. Same size tire always makes it really easy for you. So on the back side of our car now, we'll start here at the glass. The rear glass on this car is in good shape. There's no chips or cracks in that rear glass. It is a slightly tinted rear window here. All of your trim, the bright work around there, that's all in good shape too. You can further see the condition of this vinyl top here. Again, it is in great condition. Now, as far as our trunk lid here, panel fitment, we look at our gaps the whole way around the trunk and our elevations with the quarters, and it all looks really, really good. It looks like it's been adjusted really nice on this car. As we work our way further down here, we go to our taillights. The lenses and the bezels, you can see, are in great shape. There's no chips or cracks in the lenses. And the bezels, the bright work on those, nicely polished up. They look really good. Of course, you have your Ford Mustang gas cap here. That's always a nice piece. And then you have your chrome bumpers. As I said, chrome bumpers front and rear. And you've even got the bumperettes down below that look really nice on this particular car. Now we'll open up our trunk. Take a peek inside. Trunk lock itself works really good. Hinges and the spring for the trunk lid, those are functioning just as they should. Very nice trunk mat here. Trunk painted the same color as the exterior of the car. And again, as we always say with these Mustangs here, your fuel tank pretty much makes up a majority of that trunk floor. They mount in from the top side here and drop down in. Again, the fuel tank on this is really nice. As we get underneath here, we'll take a look at that. And then, of course, you can see we've got a full set of floor mats. Now, we always elect to take the floor mats, put them back here. That way, we can show you the full condition of the carpeting on the interior there. As far as your weather stripping here, all of that is in good shape for the trunk here. No rips or tears in any of that, and that is all nice and soft. So that should seal up really nice for you. It's got the little bumpers on here on the underside of the trunk lid too. So when you close it, it doesn't fit down too tight. It keeps it adjusted nice. So that's your trunk on the 65 Mustang. We'll go ahead and close this up. Again, shuts very nice and easy. And now we'll work our way down the passenger side. Again, all the panels on this car are nice and super straight the whole way down the side. You'll get to see now the other side of the car, the wheels, the tires, the condition of that. Again, same thing with the top here. Very nice vinyl top here. Down through the rain gutters, very smooth. Drip rail moldings themselves polished up nice and straight there too. Glass on the passenger side, same as what we saw over there. Very nice condition on the glass, no chips or cracks. Really don't see any scratching on these windows either. Again, very nice condition. Your door now on the passenger side, you can see your gaps on the back side as well as the front side. Elevations are dead on, and again, all of your body lines are all matching. You've got that matching black non-GT stripe down the side here. All matching trim, matching badging also on it. Let's go ahead and open up our passenger side. That way you get to see the interior from both sides. Again, the upholstery in this car is very nice. There's no rips or tears in any of the seats. Carpeting is in great shape. No rips, tears, or fading that I can see. The dash is in great shape too. Just overall condition on this car is really good. And again, same thing here with our door weather stripping and our seals on the rear quarter window there, all in really good condition. Again, that door shuts nice and easy. Now again, we did mention the driver's side mirror. It does not have a passenger side. A lot of cars didn't, so again, that's the way this one is. Again, matching emblems the whole way around. Now we get to the front of our 65 Mustang. So again, nothing real special out of the ordinary up here. Just very nice overall condition. You've got your Ford lettering across the leading edge of the hood. You've got your bright trim work here along the leading edge of the hood too. The Mustang grille here, 65 with your pony insert here. Nice bright work on that. Chrome front bumper, chrome bumperettes on that as well. Headlights, those are in great shape too. Headlights are just your traditional sealed beam unit, no cracks or chips in those glass lenses whatsoever. And you can see the gaps and the elevations on your hood on this car. Now this is a stock steel hood on this car. This is what this would have had. Again, it fits really nice there. And the glass, your windshield here, that's in great shape too. Of course, you've got the windshield wipers too there that look great. Now we will open this up. We'll take a look what's under the hood next. So as we open it up, obviously we saw that the hood latch itself works. The hinges and springs, those are all functioning as they should. The underside of this hood all painted the same orange as the exterior of the car. Of course, the engine compartment itself all blacked out, black inner fenders and cowl. So now we can get to take a look at what we have sitting here for a power plant here. So what we do have here, this is a non-original motor. This is a 289 cubic inch Windsor motor, though. You can see it's got the chrome air cleaner there with the element. It's got a 650, that is a Edelbrock carburetor on that, along with an Edelbrock Performer RPM aluminum intake. Now it's been painted black. It is aluminum though. As far as your distributor and your ignition and so forth like that, distributor is a stock style distributor with a stock style coil right here. It has had a set of new plug wires here. These are Motorcraft 7mm plug wires. So that'll help a little bit, deliver a little better spark to the motor. You can see it's got the chrome valve covers on there too with the breathers. Again, makes it look very nice under the hood. It's got a set of stock cast exhaust manifolds which dump into 2-inch dual exhaust the whole way back through the car, which we'll take a closer look once we're underneath the car. It's got, looks to be, it's got the water pump up there painted up nicely. We've got the fan blade there. That is a, let's see, looks like a 4-blade fan. We've got the chrome shroud, stock style radiator there too. Now again, that is all of the motor. Power steering, we've got power brakes. Now in this car, I believe it was power 4-wheel drum brakes on the car, but again, it stops very nice for having all 4 drum brakes. Now as far as the rest of the drive line on this car, again, 289 motor, we've got a C4 automatic transmission, and then at the rear end, we've got an 8-inch Ford with the 278 gear in that rear end. So again, it's going to be a real nice cruising around vehicle. It looks great. The interior is great in the car. Just an overall, just really nice package here in a 65 Ford Mustang. So we've already been around the outside now, under the hood, inside the car, in the trunk. Now we're going to go ahead, get this on our lift as we always do, go ahead and show you the complete underside of the car, and then finally we'll fire up this 289, let you hear exactly what that motor sounds like with the exhaust that is on it. Alright, so we are now standing underneath our 1965 Ford Mustang Coupe here. We're going to go through the underside just as we always do here, front to back, going over steering, suspension, drive line, brakes, frame, floors, etc. underneath here. So starting at the front end of our 65 here, of course you're going to have mostly your typical front suspension on this car. Again, stock upper and lower control arms on it, stock style, suspension as far as the shocks and the springs up front. Now this particular Mustang, it does have the sway bar here, so your sway bar bushings at the frame and also out at the ends here, your sway bar end links, all of those look to be in really good shape. Ball joints on your upper and lower control arms, same thing, really good condition here. Now as far as the rest of the suspension, it does have those strut rods that you see on most of your Mustangs here, and again all your bushings on the front ends of those are all in good shape, no cracks or no look of dry rot or anything like that. It all looks very well maintained underneath here. As far as the steering goes, it's power steering. All of your tie rods are in great shape. All the little rubber dust boot covers, those are all intact on all 4 of those ball joints on your tie rods. So everything's going to be well maintained there. As far as the braking system, it is power brakes. However, it is 4-wheel drum brakes. But again, power, it stops really, really well. Now as far as, we'll go over the drive line right now since we're standing underneath the engine here. So starting up front, we've got it is a 289 cubic inch small block Ford motor here. Behind that, we've got the C4 automatic transmission. Of course, that transmission, it does have the cover there for the flywheel, so no dirt or debris can get in there and cause any kind of damage there. Now as far as the oil pan on the motor and the tranny pan here, both of those are nice and dry, free of any leaks or drips that I can see of underneath here. Also looking at the tail shaft of the transmission where your slip yoke goes into it at, that seal right there, nice and dry on this car as well. Now as far as the rest of the drive line, of course your drive shaft, it is a balanced drive shaft. Then we get back here to the rear end. This is a Ford 8-inch rear. This is a 278 gear ratio in it. Then as far as the rear suspension, you've got the multi-leaf rear here. You've got the coil-over springs and shocks here on the rear of the car too. So again, this car should handle pretty well with that front sway bar and those coilovers. Now, as far as frame and floors, starting at the front, your frame sections here are in real good shape, nice and straight, good and square back both sides here as far as it comes. Of course, your floors, again, these are good and solid too. Now, it does look like it's had a pan put in it over here on the passenger side, but again, it looks to be cut very nice and straight. Again, seam sealed, looks really good. All of your drain plugs and so forth here along the floor, those are all intact where they should be. Nothing's missing there. You can see the exhaust system here too. Now, these are coming down off of a set of cast exhaust manifolds, dual exhaust all the way back. Just a set of just regular, like a turbo style muffler here. Then of course it's got the tailpipes up over top of the rear end, and then exiting out the back with a set of tailpipes. Nice little slash cut exhaust tip right underneath that rear bumper on this car. Wheels and tires now on the car. It's got 14x6 wheels. These are the Mustang rally wheels, chrome wheels on this car. They look really, really nice. And then as far as tires, these are BF Goodrich radial TAs. The size are 205/70 R14s on all four corners. That makes it really nice when it comes to rotating tires and so forth. Don't have to worry about different tire sizes. You've got all the same stuff here. Now, fuel tank back here looks to be in real good shape. No dents or dings in it here. Looks to be like a fairly new tank too. Again, looks really nice. All of your wires and all your hoses and so forth going back to that tank all look to be in good shape. Of course, that fuel tank makes up a majority of your trunk floor, as with the Mustangs, they mount in from the top side. So again, the way that tank looks, I think your trunk floor and everything in there is going to look really, really good. Other than that, I mean, again, all brake lines are all run along here. I'm trying to look, yes, your emergency brake, it is all hooked up. Starting all the way at the front cables, back to these rear cables, going down to your rear drum brakes. Everything is there and functional. Like I said, brake lines, fuel lines, all of that stuff run nice and neat along the bottom of the floor. So that's about it for underneath our 65 Mustang Coupe. We're going to go ahead and lower this down off the lift now. We'll get underneath the hood and fire that 289 motor up so you get to hear what that motor and this exhaust sounds like in this car.